What if a fragrance wasn't just created but aged? Now, this is the approach that Amouage took when they were looking into this Essence collection. We really need to give time to this fragrance. This is a very prestigious house from Oman. It's a niche house, but does the highest of quality of fragrances you could think of. If you're looking for a bold, profound scent, Amouage is known for making those kinds of profiles. Now, they came up with this collection. It's called the Essence collection. There are 6 fragrances currently, but I'm going to talk about 3. The most prominent one is Outlands, there's Lustre, and there's Reasons. The direction with Amouage, with this specific lineup of the Essence collection, it's a whole different approach. It's a whole new game plan. It's like a whole different game plan for Amouage. This collection isn't anything like you know Amouage for. I'm talking to the 2 users. If you've used Amouage fragrances before, and this new Essence collection, they're 2 different profiles. Some hate, some love. And we're going to get into that very shortly. But for now, let's talk about who they were. Amouage is known for making very profound scents. They're very edgy. They're very artistic. They're very powerful. The longevity, sillage on all the Amouages is always through the roof. The take on this Essence collection is a bit different. This is more friendly. It's more aged. If you're the kind of person who buys a set and you find it sort of macerated, these have been kept for 6 months before they hit the market. I mean, they'll make the ingredients, keep it for 6 months so that you don't have that thing of mine doesn't perform, mine has a lag to it. No, that has all been eliminated with this Essence collection. The bottles, the craftsmanship. If you've seen the collections, bottles like these from Amouage, amazing profiles. Now look at this thing. Look at this thing. Today, I have Lustre and Reasons. Now, these 2 I've sat with for about a month now. I got this a month ago, and it has been quite challenging. This review should have come much earlier, but I like to take my time and understand a scent and understand how it grows, how it works on your skin, how it performs in the air before I give you guys a detailed review. These have been quite challenging for me, but I think I've got it down to the T. I now know the sweet spots in these things. Let's start it off with Reasons. Reasons is one that is very underrated. Very few people talk about Reasons from Amouage, but I have something. This is something, you guys, it's a sleeper. The migration of these scents is far much different. The scent I pick from the atomizer instantly like this is much different from when I do this on my skin. And even when you put it on your skin, that instant blast is a piney, foresty, dewy scent. Like it's very green. You hit with a very green, a touch of sweetness. I believe that's like an amber accord to eat, but there's a lot of spice, some hazelnut, some cardamom, cinnamon. That is like the initial blast you get, but that's in its intensity, like very powerful. It's a heavy punch that you catch that cardamom spice. There's a touch of hazelnut. When you think hazelnut, you think it will limp more gourmand, but no, it doesn't get into that direction. Reasons is a sleeper. Reasons is not a very profound scent. I've had people say it doesn't last. It doesn't project, but they're wrong. If they gave it a full wear and went back to a proper detailed review from when you spray it on to when it dries down and all, they're all different stages. Like all perfumes have different ways they change in profile, but I find with Reasons is real science coming to art. This is science in an art form. It opens up with a punch. In an hour or 2, that green piney smell is still there. It's very subjective. It's not for everybody, but after an hour mark, it starts to mild down to a freshy. This is actually a very safe buy. This has slowly crept into one of my signature scents. It's very mild, but the projection is prominent. It's very prominent. You will catch whiffs and hints of it here and there. It's not so much in your face, but it performs. Guaranteed to get yourself at least 18 hours. On my cloth, 18 hours. This is my scent for the day. Actually, this is my scent for the day. It's very hot where I am, so I chose this for the day. And the way it projects and the way develops is way, way different. Okay, the notes. I know talking about the notes at times can be misleading. At times you don't get it. You want a clear description of what it's like, what it smells like. Let me first take you there. It's a freshie. A take from Amouage that has never... They have a few freshie vibes, but this is more consumer friendly. I find this more... And not the typical fashion of Amouage as a brand that will do something daring. This is more friendly. This is more something that anybody can reach out for. Price on these things is crazy. You're looking at about $500 a bottle. Do that into UGX. You're looking about north of 1.78. On the safe side, you're looking at 2 million shillings within that ballpark. Occasions where you'd wear this thing at, this is, like I said, a daily scent for me. I can wear this anytime, any day, a no-brainer for me. Okay, now, what you could compare this to, the initial blast from when you spray this. So if you've smelled British Chanel from BDK, from that initial vibe of a spicy, woody base, it has that element of it. I wouldn't say it's a copy or inspired by it, but it has a hint of it. It reminds me, it takes my mind there quickly for a brief while, then develops into something different. Meanwhile, the pine smell is still in there. It's still very prominent. I feel like it's understated in their note breakdown, but it's very prominent. It's straightforward. Like you can see from the opening notes to the mid to the dry down, that pine is in there. It's in there. Amazing scent. Would I recommend you guys getting this? For its price, you could get better, but if you want something unique, get this. It's a sleeper from the brand. This kicked it off. This kicked off the SS collection. Amazing scent, the craftsmanship. Look at these bottles. To me, it looks like a column from, like a building column, marble column to me. Very nice, crafty bottle, hefty, though plastic. It's a plastic cup, magnetic. It's well done. I love these bottles. The typical Amouage bottles, if they're also really nice, but this doesn't. There's a hate-love relationship with this, and I know on video they don't give the part, but the feel, the matte finish on them, to me, I said for the day, I spray this on like a 7 a.m. in the morning. We're doing this shoot around 5 p.m. and still it's there. I can get whiffs and whiffs of it. I just applied some oil residues there. This is borderline extract, the perform, meaning the oil concentration on this thing is 30% onwards. It's really, really strong. What would you expect from Amouage? That's all they do. Performance, that they don't sleep on performance. Okay. My baby. Lustre. This Lustre and Outlands, I was torn between the two. I've smelled Outlands. I had a small sample size. I like Outlands and I get the hype behind it. It's really nice. It's really nice, but in the typical Amouage fashion, they give it a more mild, no, not in their typical fashion. Actually, a reinvention of Amouage, they give it a milder feel. Like they were not too daring with it. In Lustre, it's more without any BS. There's a creamy vibe, there's a nutty vibe, there's a sweetness to it. There's like a vanilla accord in here that keeps things nice. This is what actually stole my heart from Amouage. Like the same thing. This is the science of the fragrance. When you smell this from here, you get an interpretation of what it's like. I am doing that and I'm resonating with what I know about it. But when you smell it, if you're a first-time consumer and you put this to your nose, off a test strip, you'll smell like, no, this is not really for me. It's mild somehow. I'm not quite getting it. Trust me. There's some cardamom, there's a patchouli vibe, there's a sandalwood. The base with some vanilla, some cedar. Tonka bean, well aged in this typical behavior of the new SS collection. It starts off mild, like you may dare yourself to overspray this thing and be like, I'm not quite getting it. It develops gradually, like it's not just a shower, it's a grower. I know you get what I mean. It's not just a shower. Anyway, it grows, it really grows. It has a sweet component to it that runs throughout the whole DNA. And then there's spices in it. The cardamom is not like a harsh spice, like a very nice, jolly spice. There's a patchouli. Lately, I'm into patchoulis. Patchouli is like one of my favorite notes lately. So I catch a patchouli vibe, though very linear in it, but prominent as well. Linear, if your nose is keen, it will catch it. Cedarwood. Now, I feel like this is now proper unisex. It can lean both ways. Don't get me wrong, even Reasons is unisex. Ladies, this can also be work as a freshie for you. But to me, Lustre, I feel is more just a lactolic vibe to it. Very, I wouldn't say milky. It has a vanilla, not toffee-like, but there's something creamy about it. And all that is on a bed of like some nice herbs, some nice spice. If this was color, I would call it like a beige color, like its bottle. Like I'd think like tea. Like I don't know how to break this down properly, but stick with me here. Think of African tea done right. That's the smell, not the taste. The smell, forget the notes, but the creaminess, like the way you can boil milk and catch a whiff of that milky aspect going on. There's a bit of it in here. The sweetness is in there, it's not shying away. Occasions you could wear this scent. This could be a date night, this could be a going out scent. For a lady, this could be, for ladies actually, it could be your daily. This could be a daily scent for the ladies. Now this was the second one that came out. Lustre came out second. It came out second from the collection. Initially it was the trilogy, where the trilogy is the Reasons, Lustre, then Outlines. And then the reasoning behind it is to specify time. Reasons reminiscing on the past. Then Lustre is meant to present the future, and then Outlines was meant to present the now. I can't quite get it with that aspect. I don't know what the direction was, but when I look at Reasons, there's nothing like its past. Like I don't smell anything from its past. This is like a whole new direction. Like if you're used to the Amouage fragrance line, this collection will set you back. It will take you to a whole different thing. Like the approach, there's nothing really daring. It's more like Amouage is trying to appeal to the public. It's trying to appeal to the masses with this collection. This amazing scent. Lustre is a very well textured scent. This is actually much louder than Reasons to me. Lustre really performs. It's really out there. Look at that. The oil concentration is still heavy on my skin. It's very flamboyant, I would say. If that's the right word I would use. It's very flamboyant. It's not shy. But then it keeps creeping up on you. It has a build up to it. It keeps unfolding layers of new scents. Like every hour that goes by, you think like you've got it down to the T, and then you realize, hey, there's something new developing. It keeps growing. These prices on these things they're very pricey scents. Very pricey. Like I said earlier, you're looking at north 500 USD. But the quality you're getting in here is not compromised at all. In typical Amouage settings, they don't compromise on quality, and surely they didn't do in this. On this collection, they took it up to the next level in terms of by aging their scents. They're aging their oils for 6 months. Before the work is done, they age it for 6 months. It's well macerated. You're not going to get issues of mine doesn't perform, mine is this. If you're getting it from a trusted source and you're getting it right from Amouage, guys, this thing, I'll actually plug my guy here. Alvin here, the fragrance consultant, has these in store at the Winter Classic. Swing by, test these things out. Trust me, test this thing out. I know Outlines is hyped. I'm not trying to take down Outlines in any way. Outlines is an amazing scent, and I will be getting it in my collection as well. But Lustre to me is special. Lustre is something nice. All right, that was it from the Essence collection. We've been looking at Lustre and also Reasons. I've done a podcast with my guy Ambrose on photo conversations, him right here. It was really engaging and I found it really informative. If you guys want to learn more of what I'm trying to do, it's in that podcast. It was amazing getting in touch with him. Man, thank you guys for logging in. Subscribe, like if you find this informative. I remain yours truly again, Koyambo Joshua, with this segment, Fragrance Friday. And I'm out.